Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Now that we have the Earth 3 DLC and that we have access to a few Crime Syndicate styles, some of you guys have been asking me to make a follow-up video to Ultraman, or to how to make Ultraman. Sadly, there isn't that many new styles for Ultraman. Basically, we got a new Ultraman emblem, and we got a brand new Ultraman cape. But we're going to go through a few options to recreate our friend Ultraman. So let's get started. So basically, as you can see, the very first item we got was a brand new Ultraman emblem, which looks all kinds of awesome. And this is the enhanced version of the Ultraman emblem, if you're wondering. And also, we got an awesome Ultraman cape with a nice Ultraman emblem on it. Of course, in order to be able to get the Ultraman emblem as big as possible, I'm using the Stalwart Defender chest, but I'm going to look at another option in just a bit. For the belt, I went with the Green Arrow belt. You can get the belt from either the Team Up Time capsules or from the broker. I would strongly suggest just buy the belt from the broker. The odds of getting the belt on the Team Up Time capsule, the odds are pretty good, but still, you only have a chance of getting the belt if you open the Team Up Time capsule. The aura on the hands is the Crimson Kryptonian aura, which is a pretty cool looking aura. It doesn't have anything to do really with Ultraman, but I thought it was a cool looking item, so I left it there. For the pants, I think these are the retro pants, but you could go for the Stalwart Defender pants if you really wanted to, or pretty much any pair of slimline pants would do the trick. The boots are the tall classic boots, and again for the cape, it's the Ultra Kryptonian cape, if I remember correctly. I made a video specifically just about the cape. One question that kept on popping up was, how did you get the cape, or where can we get the cape, or even more, how much does it cost to get the cape? So I made a video just about the cape. I'll try to put a link at the end of this video for the video for the cape. So again, the Ultraman emblem, the Green Arrow belt, and the Stalwart Defender chest, and even the Stalwart Defender pants in this case, that does a really good job at recreating the new 52 version of Ultraman. Another option would be to use the Scuba chest piece and the Scuba pants, because the new 52 Ultraman has some sort of texture on his suit. You can even see it in the Earth 3 DLC. When you look at the Ultraman model in the Earth 3 DLC, it has this sort of almost like scale texture on the suit of Ultraman. So the Scuba gear does a very good job at sort of reproducing that kind of look. Sadly, the scuba gear is only available during the summer seasonal. But if you're one of the lucky few who did purchase the scuba gear during the summer seasonal, well, then you have what it takes to recreate a pretty nice looking Ultraman character. But of course, if you don't have the scuba gear and if you don't have the Stalwart Defender style, then you can just use the Slimline style and it will work well enough. And using the some slimline gear and the energy belt can sort of try to recreate the illusion of the Ultraman from the JLA Earth 2 comic book. Basically, there's this weird belt that is just these round spheres, round metal spheres that are not really connected. The only thing I found in DC Universe Online that was kind of similar to that, or that could sort of reproduce that effect, was the energy belt. And of course, the character doesn't have any boots in the Earth 2 comic. So just removing the boots kind of works to sort of reproduce the look of that character. Obviously, it's not the correct emblem, but this is the only Ultraman emblem that we have right now. So that's sadly that's pretty much all we have to use at the moment. Maybe if they ever make an Earth 3 DLC Part 2, maybe they'll give us some other Ultraman emblem. But right now, this is the Ultraman emblem that we have. There's also the Ultraman character from the Crisis on 2 Earth animated movie. This is about as close to that version of Ultraman as I was able to get. It's not exactly it, but it's close enough that someone seeing that would understand what you're trying to recreate. For the hands, basically, I went with the Sinistro hands. The belt is one of the checkmate belt. I always forget which one. The shoulders are like the Riot shoulders. The chest piece in this case, I didn't go with any slimline. I went with the high color slimline. It allowed me to put basically the top of the chest piece yellow so that it kind of connects with the emblem. And for the boots, I stuck with the tall classic boots. It wasn't exactly that. Basically, I would have needed some boots that kind of matched with the Sinistro bracers, and I couldn't find any such boots. Or if there are any such boots, I didn't have those boots with this character. And ironically enough, with this character, it's almost better not to use the Ultraman emblem. I will show you what I mean by that. Basically, this here with the U emblem is actually closer to the emblem that the character has in the Crisis on 2 Earth animated film. So this would almost be a better option than the Ultraman emblem. But the Ultraman emblem looks really nice, so either option, whichever you prefer, that works well enough. And just for the kick of it, I created what I call my Crisis on Earth X Ultraman. Basically, if you saw the Crisis on Earth X crossover, you know what I'm talking about. Or if you saw the video that I made about the crossover. Because roughly on Crisis on Earth X, you had all the characters had these sort of gas masks that are pretty much reminiscent of gas masks that stormtroopers would use eons ago. And also, it had the advantage that it allowed them to be able to pretty much hide the face of the actors, because basically there was quite a lot of scenes where you had, let's say, Oliver Queen from Earth 1 fighting the evil Oliver Queen from Earth X, and having one of the two wearing a mask made it so much easier for the production team to be able to have both Olivers fighting each other and not having to worry about one of them not looking like Oliver. The same with Supergirl. So there was also a practical reason within the TV show for them to have those masks, and it kind of worked with the costume and within the context of the series. So I thought I would add a version of my own. And as an added bonus, I thought we could take a look at the awesome Ultraman statue that you can get. You can actually get statues for all the well, for the main 3 Crime Syndicate members. But let's take a look at Ultraman because we're talking about Ultraman today. So you can see there's a smaller version of the statue which looks kind of awesome. But there's also a huge version of the statue that would fit really well in your league hall. I'm not sure if that statue could actually fit in a lair. I guess I would have to try it out to see if it can actually fit. Although it would probably be a tight fit depending on where you want to put it. So that's pretty much it about the follow-up about the evil Ultraman. So sadly, they did add a few items to allow us to create a nice version of Ultraman, but they didn't add that many items. So basically, we have a brand new emblem that we can use to recreate Ultraman, and we have a brand new cape that helps us to recreate Ultraman. Again, the cape, I made a video specifically about the cape, but I will put a link to that video at the end of this video if you guys want to get more information about just the cape specifically. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So if at some point they ever add more stuff, we'll probably make a follow-up about Ultraman. I do have a few follow-up about... I have a follow-up about Allman that I'm planning to make as well. And of course, I will make a video about Johnny Quick and maybe even Superwoman. I have to give it a bit of thought when it comes to Superwoman, because sadly I don't have that many female characters, and I don't play those characters all that often, so I don't have that many female styles. So it may take a while before I can actually make a Superwoman video. And the same with Johnny Quick. Getting all the Johnny Quick gear will take a while. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.